It's story time. Today's story is Scuffy's Nutty Christmas Tale. Let's begin. Scuffy the squirrel lived in an old cozy boot on a quiet farm. His home was snug, tucked under a shady oak, but Scuffy dreamed of something bigger. Christmas in the sparkly, bustling big city. Every night, he gazed at the stars and imagined twinkling lights, jingly music and piles of yummy nuts at a fancy Christmas party. One frosty morning, a shiny red envelope plopped into Scuffy's boot. Pop! Squeak! He squealed, tearing it open. It was an invitation from his best pals, Rusty, Twitch, and Fluffy, to the big city Christmas party. Oh, nuts! This is my chance, Scuffy cheered, doing a happy somersault. The party was tonight, and the only squirrel bus to the city was leaving at 5 o'clock sharp. If Scuffy missed it, he'd miss his dream party. Scuffy got to work. He trimmed his fluffy tail at the salon, snip, snip, splashed in a bubbly puddle bath, and slipped into his new red bow tie. "Looking like a superstar," he said, winking at his reflection in a shiny acorn. With his bow tie straightened and tail extra fluffy, Scuffy dashed toward the road. He couldn't stop thinking about the big city Christmas party, dancing to jingle bells, candy-coated walnuts, and seeing his best pals again. But as he leapt onto a high oak branch, something below made him freeze. Down below, a little girl in a puffy coat had wandered into the street. Her parents were busy packing their van and didn't notice her at all. A car was zooming closer, way too fast. Scuffy's heart pounded. "Oh no," he chattered. Scuffy bounced on the roof of the van, boing, waving his paws wildly. "Hey, look over there," he squeaked. But the little girl's parents only gasped. "Shoo, pesky squirrel!" they cried, swatting at him with a broom. The car roared closer. Scuffy's heart raced. He had to act fast. With no time to think, Scuffy leapt onto the little girl's shoulder. He tugged her scarf with all his might. "Back! Back!" he squeaked. The little girl stumbled safely onto the grass. Just as the car whizzed by, whoosh! The little girl's parents ran over and scooped her into their arms. "Our Lily! She's safe!" they cried. They turned to Scuffy in amazement. This little squirrel saved her. Lily clapped her hands and giggled. "Hero squirrel!" she cheered. Before Scuffy could squeak another word, Lily's parents scooped him up too. "He's our lucky charm now," said Lily's dad, tucking Scuffy gently into the van. Scuffy's tail drooped. "I'm a hero, but I missed the bus," he whispered sadly. He pictured Rusty juggling acorns, Twitch telling silly jokes, and Fluffy sneaking snacks without him. But then he thought of Lily's smile. Helping her was worth missing the bus, he whispered, his whiskers twitching with a tiny spark of pride. Still, he felt as grey as a rainy day. After a long drive, Lily's family arrived at the annual Johnson's Glowing House celebration, the biggest Christmas party of the year. Scuffy's eyes widened. A giant Christmas tree twinkled inside, covered in glitter ornaments, and candy canes as big as his tail. The glowing house was packed with people laughing, singing, and passing out cookies. With the other guests, Lily's parents marched in, holding Scuffy up high. "Meet Scuffy, the miracle squirrel who saved our Lily," they announced. Everyone cheered, and someone even plopped a tiny Santa hat on Scuffy's head. Plop! The music jingled, and kids offered him chocolate-dipped acorns. But Scuffy's heart still ached. "This is nice, but it's not my party," he sighed, nibbling a crumb. He shuffled to a window and wiped a tear from his whisker. Outside in the snowy yard, he saw squirrels dancing. He looked closely and realized it was his pals. Rusty, Twitch, Fluffy. Scuffy zoomed outside. Zap! His bow tie spinning. "What are you guys doing here?" he squeaked. "This isn't the big city Christmas party. This is just the Johnsons' glowing house celebration." His ears drooped. His tail sagged. The dream he'd been chasing all day. Gone? Rusty twirled an acorn like a disco ball and laughed. "Scuffy, this is the big city Christmas party." Scuffy's eyes grew wide, his heart leaping. He hadn't missed it after all. He was already at his dream party, with his very best friends. "Saving Lily got me here," he squeaked to his friends, his eyes sparkling. "Being kind brought me to the best party ever." Lily, full of Christmas joy, turned to Mrs. Johnson. "Can my new friends join the party?" she asked. The Johnsons laughed warmly. "Of course," they said. Scuffy, Rusty, Twitch, and Fluffy tumbled in, their tails bouncing. Rusty tried to juggle candy canes. Clatter! They tumbled to the floor. Twitch led a silly conga line, his whiskers twitching to the beat. Fluffy fluffed her tail so big it knocked over a plate of cookies. Crunch! Everyone giggled, even Scuffy, who spun in circles shouting, "This is the best party ever! This is the best party ever!" As the night ended, Scuffy and his friends headed for the door, their bellies full of peppermint bark. Lily's parents bundled her close as they walked beside Scuffy. "Scuffy, we'll never forget what you did for our Lily," her mother said with a grateful smile. Lily gave Scuffy a tight squeeze. "You're my Christmas hero," she whispered, her eyes shining. Scuffy's cheeks warmed, his heart glowing brighter than the twinkling lights outside. And so, Scuffy's dream of a big city Christmas party came true. Not just with lights and treats, but with friends, heroism, and a party he'd never forget. He learned that being kind could lead to the nuttiest adventures of all. The end.